Well, as you check your social media feeds this morning, you're probably noticing a lot of references to hoverboards and DeLoreans.
Why? That's because it's Back to the Future Day. Today's the actual date the famous characters Marty McFly, Doc Brown, and Jennifer time traveled.
That movie came out 26 years ago, but as Dan Schaefer shows us, it did a pretty good job of predicting some of the new technology that we all use today.
We're taking a trip back to the future. October 21st, 2015 is the date that Marty McFly and Doc Brown travel to in Back to the Future Part 2. Let's take a look at some of the futuristic predictions the movie got right and got wrong. First, Jennifer McFly rehydrates a Pizza Hut pizza in a hydrator, steaming hot pizza in about 5 seconds. That would be nice, but it doesn't exist. Wouldn't you love Marty's self-drying clothes if you got caught in a Florida thunderstorm? Unfortunately, they don't exist either. Flying cars? Well, they do sort of exist. You won't see the aerial highways Doc Brown drives in, but for just $300,000, you can buy your own flying Terrafugia car. Hoverboards also sort of exist. You can't ride Mattel hoverboard like Marty did, but you can ride ones that use magnets, special metallic flooring, and fans to hover. Marty Jr. watches TV and answers the phone using high-tech glasses. Wearable technology like Google Glasses and Apple Watches do exist. You already own at least one flat-screen TV, probably something that didn't exist in 1989. And just like Marty does, you can even Skype on your TV to make live video phone calls. In the film, Marty puts on Nike Air Mag shoes with power laces. Well, Nike claims it will release a pair of self-tying laces this year, and that announcement could come today. Pepsi Perfect is another thing that does exist, but only because the soda company actually made some. You can learn how to win a bottle of this Pepsi Perfect by following Pepsi on Twitter today. Finally, Back to the Future predicted that the Cubs would win the World Series this year. And amazingly, the team still has a chance to do that. But first, they must come back to beat the Mets in the National League Championship Series.
So that's why Dan's off today. He's at home watching all the Back to the Future
I think
movies,
so too.
Gathering all that knowledge for us. Well, many places are holding special events for Back to the Future Day. At least 12 Bay Area theaters are holding trilogy screenings starting 4:29 this afternoon. That's the exact time the time travel started, remember. And the Glazer Children's Museum is giving kids the chance to build an imaginary time machine today. Crowbar and Ebor hosting an 80s party with Back to the Future music tonight. And if you have a student at the University of Florida, they could win a bottle of that Pepsi Perfect Dan just showed us, which was the drink in one of the movies. All they need to do is take a selfie with Century Tower, tag it with Future UF, share it on Twitter or Instagram.